Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Topher, and this is Topher's take on a 2024 KZ Durango 291 BHT. Now, I'm not a content creator, I've never done a video like this before, but I wanted to share this one only because I have been trying to search for a video like this, looking specifically for that camper, and couldn't find one for the 2024 year model. There were a ton of videos I did find, and I have to say huge thank you to all the content creators out there that focus on RVs. So Josh the RV Nerd, Big Truck Big RV, Firmly Unbound, That RV Girl, Hunter, what's up Hunter, every one of you guys that has done an RV video or a review talking about what these things are capable of, what they have, what the towability is like, all that stuff. Every one of those videos was a huge help in helping me find this one here. So I just want to give a huge shout out and huge thank you. I'm sure there are a few more that I missed. The Tall RV review guy, your video of the 2024 Florida RV show actually was the one that helped me find this camper. So huge thank you, and also huge thank you to the guys at Pierce RV up in Billings, Montana. That's where we got this one, and couldn't be happier with it. So if you're looking for an RV, huge shout out to the guys up in Billings, Montana. But pretty much anyone I just listed, they've all got some great stuff out there. So thank you guys for all the information. I'll show you around this camper in just a minute, but first I'm going to tell you a little bit about my truck and why that camper is paired with that truck. Hang tight, I'll show you in just a minute. Thanks guys. Alright guys, thanks for sticking with me. I told you I was going to tell you about my truck before I told you about the camper. So this is my 2000 F350. It's a 7.3 liter diesel dually. Fantastic truck. I absolutely love everything about it. Huge carrying capacity, cargo capacity, excuse me. So with a dually, no issues towing a fifth wheel. However, back in 2000, campers didn't come very heavy. So this one is only rated to pull laterally 12,600 pounds. It's a four-wheel drive, so it's got a low beef rear suspension, transmission components, etc., etc. So a lot of that pulls away from your overall gross vehicle weight rating. And so having the crew cab, having the dually, having the four-wheel drive transmission, all that stuff means that I can only tow a maximum of 12,600 pounds in a gooseneck or a fifth wheel configuration. It came with a flip-over gooseneck ball, which actually I was thrilled about because that means I didn't have to get a fifth wheel hitch installed on it, because I got a Gen Y gooseneck attachment onto the 2024 KZ Durango 291 BHT. So huge shout out to the guys at Gen Y, and again, all those folks that I just listed that did some RV reviews, thank you for that, because that really helped me track down what I wanted to get that would really help me out with towing. So frees up a lot of space in the truck bed, keeps that freed up, and means I didn't have to get an extra fifth wheel hitch. But anyway, again, I hope the RV market kind of sees this video and realizes that there's a segment of us out there that still could use some lightweight campers. This one had a few things my wife and I were looking for as far as towability and a bunkhouse model. So 291 BHT bunkhouse, half ton. Again, since I'm limited at 12,600 pounds in my truck, that means I had to find something that was light enough that I could pull with the truck. And unfortunately, fifth wheels nowadays really come out of the gate starting around 12 to 13,000 pounds, especially the bunkhouse model. By the time you add your cargo carrying capacity and whatnot, you get up to the 15, 16,000 pound range. I just can't support that with that truck. So really happy to find this one that came in a half ton model. The total weight on this one, I'll show it to you guys, is 11,750 pounds with a cargo carrying capacity of 1,280 pounds. So you can really get a lot done with this, but you know, it has a lot of stuff I love about it. And I'm going to walk you around real quick and show you exactly why. And I'll kind of start with the slide that's out right now. This is the master bedroom slide. This is the closet slide. So it's got the Schwintek slide mechanism on it, you can see there. But the other slides, and I'll get to those in a second, have the rack and pinion slide system. So you'll find that out here, which is pretty nice. It's got the 4-point auto leveling on it. It's electric auto leveling. And the reason I really love this 2024 model is this massive pass-through storage. Why is it so massive? KZ, another shout out to you guys. I wish you would have done this model for more than just the 2024 year models, because 2019 through 2023 when they did that, they didn't have this drop frame suspension. And that drop frame suspension right there gives you so much more cargo capacity in the pass-through storage. Guys, this is fantastic. There's your wet bay there, gotta love it. Your electric hookup, there you go. And then your tankless hot water system. It is prepped for Furrion side view and backup cameras. so that's really nice. Over here you've got two 30-pound propane tanks. There you go. And then we'll walk around. Again, I showed you guys that Gen Y hitch on the front. Super happy with that. The front cap is absolutely gorgeous, guys. You've got your LEDs on the side there, but really just a fantastic front end there. And then coming in, like I said, you've got those LED strip lights going in. They just really make this thing look sharp. Dual awnings. Let me get back a little bit so you guys can see that. Also checking in the street to make sure I don't get run over. Here's the other side of that pass-through storage. Again, that drop frame just makes this so nice. It does come with a little wireless JBL speaker, so you can really enjoy once you get out to the campsite, rocking out. It's got your solar inverter over there, and then a little fuse panel up on the ceiling of the storage area. These great little lights, it just, there we go. Sorry, I had to find a switch for you. The lights turn on, give you some extra lighting down there. And then your battery bank over on this side. And again, solar. It's got two solar panels on the roof, battery disconnect, absolutely love it. Continue on the outside before we get in. It's got those step above steps by MoRide. It's got a friction hinge door. I was really like this one came with a screen defender. We do have a dog, so really nice to have that built in already. Told you guys about that rack and pinion slide mechanism. There you go. I'll show you the tires on the other side, guys, but for now we'll look at these frameless windows. These are great. Again, that awning on the top. The outdoor kitchen. I've got it locked right now, guys, but trust me when I tell you the outdoor kitchen is fantastic. Let me double check to make sure I locked it. Yeah, I did. Here, you know what? I got my keys with me. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Here we go. Boom. And again, when you guys are out at campsites, I'm sure you guys know if you're looking at any other ones, these give you essentially a third awning just because you can stand under this massive door here. It's got great struts, systems for support. Look at this. Comes with a smoker, guys. A griddle. And a little outdoor fridge. Here's a better view of that rack and pinion. And there's your 4-point auto leveling. Guys, this comes with Goodyear E-Range tires, so these are fantastic tires and have the China bombs on them out of the gate. Again, frameless steps, ladder, walk-on roof, and you got a hitch here, guys. Check that out. 300-pound rating or 3,000-pound tow rating. So you can really get some work done on those bad boys. It does have an outdoor water bay. There you go. Look your hose right up there, and another outlet. You've got a holder for your Stinky Slinky in the back. Again, those frameless windows looking sharp. And here's a better look at those tires. I think these look really sharp, guys. This did come with a tire pressure monitoring system. So those little yellow valve stems on there are connected to a tire pressure monitoring system. You've got a dump valve in the back here for the rear half bath that's in the bunk room. I'll show you guys that in a few minutes here. And then your dump tanks for the front. All right, guys, that's a quick walk around for the outside. Hang tight, I'll show you the inside. Alrighty, guys, here we are inside this 2024 KZ Durango 291 BHT. Again, that's bunkhouse, half ton. We could not be happier with this model, guys. Let me tell you why. So my wife and I had a few specs that we were really looking for a fifth wheel. We really wanted a traditional bunkhouse layout, which is back in that room I'll show you here in a minute. A lot of modern bunkhouses have that L-shaped bunkhouse, and that's great because it gives you the sleeping capacity without adding a ton of room back there. But the problem is if you have kids that are tired of the whole he's touching me, she's touching me thing, it just causes all the the drama that you don't want at a campsite when you're out having fun with the family. So having that traditional bunkhouse layout really meant a lot to us. A single point of entry. I know that sounds like a weird thing, but we have younger kiddos right now, and not having to worry about them trying to find their way out of the door in the back room there, but just knowing that they can only come out to this front door here that my wife and I can usually see or hear from the master bedroom. That really makes a big difference for us, and that helps out a lot. So single point of entry was big. And guys, this one is washer dryer prepped. I'll show you that in a few minutes here, but it is so awesome to have washer dryer prep in a half-ton towable, because I looked at the Coachman Chaparral, I looked at the Alliance, I looked at a few different ones that seemed to fit the bill for what we need, but just kind of missed one thing we wanted or had one other thing that we were hoping to find and couldn't. This literally checked every one of our boxes. So starting down here in the kitchen, guys, I'll show you, we've got this absolutely gorgeous residential fridge, which is a 110 fridge. So I can flip that fuse on outside that I showed you guys in the outside walk around and get some solar power going to this and get it charging. So it's pretty cool knowing that we can power our fridge solar. Got this beautiful kitchen here, guys. Check this out. Absolutely love this. Tons of storage, right? So let's bring you in here and show you this. Storage and storage. All these doors, and this actually passes through, guys. Don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, you can see that opening on the camera. So that actually passes through, right? It's fantastic. Close that. Open this, and you guys heard me mention the guys at Pierce RV are the ones that hooked us up on buying this camper. These guys are great. So if you're in the market, you're near Billings, Montana, huge shout out to the guys at Pierce RV. There is a single basin sink there. And here's some information about the RV for you. Let me pull this around so you can actually see that. You ready? Here we go. A nice slow scan down. Come on over. And all this stuff is available on KZ's website, guys, so if you want a little bit more information, you can find that there. Alright. Here's a microwave for you. A surprisingly large microwave for an RV. I feel like they're usually a little more narrow height-wise. They don't kind of go quite as far up and down vertically, so it's really nice having a ton of room in this nice Furrion microwave. 3-burner cooktop. And an oven that gives you just enough room to throw some cookies in there. We don't love cookies at the campsite. Finished showing you guys some of the storage down below over here. Your fuse panel is when you first come in the camper, and so you'll notice there's a blocked off spot here, but everything else underneath the sink, tons of room. And again, passes through all the way to the back. So really nothing to be upset about out here. Pot and pan storage below. Look how massive that is, guys. And if you didn't see it there, magnets to keep these closed when you're going down the road. They're not going to open anywhere. And then you got some nice drawers here. That's all our hardware that came with the camper we got. We just picked this up about 2 weeks ago, guys, so showing you guys kind of the first time I'm walking through it as well. I mentioned you guys solar here. All of the 110 outlets are hot thanks to that solar, so that's fantastic. This here is something we actually love, believe it or not. Some people like the freestanding dinette section here, but when you do a freestanding table and chairs, you lose the ability to lower that down and turn it into additional sleeping space. So we actually have the capability here to be able to lower that table and sleep 1 to 2 kiddos here if we ever needed to. Aesthetically, check that out. I kind of love that wood slat there going through. Don't know what you guys think about it. Let me know. And then we've got the beautiful Thomas Paine love seat here. Fits 2 comfortably, 3 across, especially if you got some little kiddos hanging out. But, again, check this out, guys. Boom, right there. You've got heat, massage, open and close the chair, little power port for charging your phone. So, really nice. I'll show you guys while I'm here. This is something else I love, is the full blackout shades. So I know some of the campers now come with the zebra stripe shades. You have to kind of line them up perfectly to get it perfectly darked out or perfectly opaque or what have you. I'd actually be able to just rather open it up and let all the light in the world in, or just close those out and black it out. So I actually prefer these. Up to you guys. You tell me what you think. Here's that nice TV that comes along with it. And a beautiful fireplace. You can kick it on for heat or just light, ambient. But, oh, and a sound bar. Can't forget to point out the sound bar there. Storage above. And it goes through, we got the remotes in there for the TV right now, but, you know, this is really nice storage. And now the whole reason we're here, guys. This bunkhouse. Again, I can't tell you how happy I am finding a bunkhouse that has the traditional bunk layout. So you've got really what's a couch on the bottom, but you remove the cushions and just kind of lay out on it. It works as an actual couch. You've got storage below. There you have it. And you've got two of those. You've got the bed on the top, which can flip up out of the way if you ever need to. You saw the light just there. If nothing else, I can say I showed you the light with this video. You've got an additional light on top, windows, and check this out, guys. Little USB power ports. So if you guys have kiddos that want to keep the iPads charged, cell phones charged, what have you, you've got that. You've also got a little power port down here. And then you got a ladder to get up to the bunk on the opposite side. Again, traditional bunkhouse layout, guys. I truly was thrilled to find that. You've got your vent up above. You've got some additional power ports on this side. A 250-pound capacity on the bunks. You see that? Amazing. Here's your spot to mount a TV in here if you want to. And then in this storage closet here, you've got your cable and your power for the TV. It just passes through a little spot right there. And then you got some more additional storage down below. So guys, really, really nice bunkhouse in this half-ton towable unit. Half-ton towable, guys, take that with a grain of salt, right? A lot of things that are built as half-ton towable, really you shouldn't tow with a half-ton. Know your truck's ratings, know your capacities. I can't stress that enough. I've got that dually that does absolutely amazing with a fifth wheel, but again, it was the overall weight of the fifth wheel, not really what was coming down on the hitch pin, but what we could support pulling laterally, and that's what limited us to that 12,600 pound capacity. There's your vent fan in there, and this one, whoops, got my camera going crazy, sorry guys. This one, hey, is controlled with a little remote down here. Here's your single basin sink in the half bath in here for the kiddos. Some storage down below. There you have it. And guys, even in a half-ton unit, that's porcelain. A porcelain flip flush toilet. So really nice half bath in here. Let me show you guys the rest of the camper real quick. Alright, you guys saw the kitchen earlier, so I'll get you back here to the master bath with a quick pit stop to your solar charge unit there. And then your panel to show you how everything's working in the camper. You control everything from here, guys. It's touchscreen. You can control your slides and awnings. Pull out your slides. Pull out your awnings. Go back, see how that battery's looking. Again, solar charged. Let me get this. There we go. We're looking great right now. Check that out, huh? Keep an eye on all your tanks, all your lights, everything. Guys, this is fantastic. Absolutely love this camper. And then here you go for controlling your temperature. Guys, my wife loves this bathroom. Let me tell you why. This storage right here, this is crazy deep. I'm a 5'8" guy, so my wingspan is roughly 3 feet, right? 2.5 feet, something in there. But I can reach all the way back here with my arm, fully extended, and still not reach the back wall. So you want to put some linens in here, some towels in here. Ladies, you've got some stuff that you need to store. You can put that all in there. shower is a 36 by 30 pan. So another thing that was important for us, having some smaller kiddos, is space if we decide to do it. To put one of those little collapsible bathtubs for toddlers. There's your shower head. And the other nice thing about this one, you guys have probably heard some nightmare stories of people with glass shower doors that just shatter going down the road. Not to worry in this unit. A couple of hooks up above the, once again, porcelain flip flush toilet. That's fantastic. And in case you guys missed it, there's some more storage on this side as well. You got 3 drawers there, and you've got a cabinet. And I don't want to forget to show you guys, for that hot water heater, that's your control unit right there. So it's a tankless water heater, but you can adjust the settings right here. And then a medicine cabinet. A nice little towel hook. I should point that out to you. And then getting back into the master, guys. This is something my wife and I loved. So this room has the storage above. Let's give you a little peek behind the curtain, right? Fully passed through. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got a USB power on this side. You've got regular 110 plugs there. Let me turn the light on so you guys can see a little better. And another USB charger on this side with the 110 plug on the far side. So they alternate. You get USB on the inside, 110 on the inside for one side, and then USB on the outside with the 110 on the other side. You got these great little cubbies here, these little nooks for some storage if you need it. And as with any camper, you got a beautiful strut assisted under bed storage. There you go. And let me get this bed back down for you real quick so I can show you. You've got some nice hanging storage over here. And you got 2 of those, one on either side. You've got a half shelf, if you will, half door with 2 shelves. And then you've got some additional drawers to store things in. But you guys remember I told you about that washer dryer hookup? Here's where I fell in love with this camper. Again, half-ton towable unit, guys. Show me half-ton towable units you have with a traditional bunkhouse layout and washer dryer prepped. It's a combo unit, I get it. A lot of people don't like that. I lived in Europe for a little while where we only had access to combo units like this, so that's nothing out of the ordinary for me. I'm completely fine with that. But we live in our camper for a couple months at a time. So being able to do laundry right here in the camper instead of having to walk across the campground to get to a laundromat or what have you, or take clothes elsewhere, it is just amazing to be able to put in a washer dryer unit right here in the camper. We actually got this one vented out. You see that vented dryer? So a lot of people, their complaint with the combo units is that the condenser dryer system, you got to dump out the water, your clothes to remain a little bit damp, what have you. Vented is amazing, and we're thrilled to be able to get to use this one soon. You've got a spot to mount a TV up on the ceiling there. So really you can get 3 TVs in here. And again, we've got a vent in here. This unit is prepped for a second AC, but when we bought it, it only had the first AC in there, so the Coleman Mach 15. Guys, absolutely love this camper. Again, just kind of telling you those things that we were thrilled about having. Single point of entry, traditional bunkhouse layout, under 12,000 pounds total weight, including your cargo carrying capacity, makes this towable with older vehicles. Alright guys, sorry, I had to edit the video there for a second because I accidentally stepped on the carbon monoxide sensor as I was coming down the steps, so I'm going to backtrack and tell you a little bit. Love this unit, guys. A couple of things I absolutely love that KZ Durango did with this one. KZ did with the Durango, with the BHT, especially the 291. That traditional bunkhouse layout, guys, can't say enough about that. That is amazing to have a traditional bunkhouse layout with the bunks that support up to 250 pounds. So as the kids grow, they're not going to grow out of this camper in a few years. We're going to be able to keep this one for a really long time. The quality seems to be holding up well so far. Again, we've only had it 2 weeks, but just driving home, things seem to be fit and finish pretty nice. Single point of entry, again, I know that's something that's kind of unique to us. Not everybody's looking for that, but not having to worry about younger kids going out of the back bunk room back there and only being concerned about that front door, that's fantastic. Guys, full-size residential fridge. Love the fact that we can get this full-size residential fridge and put groceries in there for the week and not have to go out every 2-3 days to keep the stocks filled. Solar powered, having live 110 outlets, being able to run that fridge with the solar power is amazing. Truly just absolutely thrilled with things like that. Washer, dryer, prep in a half-ton unit. You guys have heard me say it a million times in this video already, and I'm going to say it one more time because that is just huge to me. Having the ability to wash my own clothes in my own unit without having to walk across the campground, amazing. Half-ton unit means you don't get like a kitchen island in here or something. Some people care about stuff like that. My family and I are stepping up into this unit from a travel trailer, so it's already bigger than anything we've had in the past. But again, we don't need the kitchen island because this is already more than we've had before. With this slide here, with the closet slide in the bathroom and the bunk slide, having a little bathroom in there for the kiddos to be able to use, awesome. Really, I can't say enough about this unit. The drop frame suspension. Guys, getting that extra storage in the garage outside is amazing. So, KZ, I can't tell you enough. You guys, in my opinion, built the perfect lightweight family camper in this unit. And it breaks my heart you stopped doing this. Pretty excited to bring it back. That would be amazing. I searched high and low for this particular unit. In fact, oh, sorry guys, if you were curious, that's the sink comes out and moves around. My family and I searched high and low to find a unit like this. And believe it or not, this was the only one in the country we could find that was the 2024 year model. We got incredibly lucky. This was a holdover model, so this year is mid-2025, so if you're following the RV industry, you know that they've actually already started releasing 2026 models. So odds were in our favor. Fate had it for us. If you're a spiritual, religious person, then God was holding it for us. Either way, we are beyond blessed that this particular unit managed to stay on the lot up at Pierce RV in Billings, Montana. And we reached up and talked to Jeremy, one of their salesmen out there. Shout out to Jeremy. If you guys are looking for a fantastic experience buying a camper, talk to Jeremy. He literally video chatted us to walk us through this unit a couple of months ago when we first saw it on their lot, and we just weren't quite ready to buy it yet. But he did something out of his comfort zone, something he had never done before, and actually figured out how to do a video chat for us and walked us through the unit. So those guys are willing to support whatever your needs may be to help get you in the unit that's right for you. They called us and let us know that this unit was going hot once they dropped the price on it at a certain point, and they said, hey, you guys expressed interest in it, so we want to give you guys the chance to let us know whether you want it or not. So just that customer service and the personal connection we made with Jeremy buying this unit, it was a fantastic experience working with him. So can't say enough about Jeremy, can't say enough about the folks at Pierce RV, and can't say enough about this 2024 KZ Durango 291 BHT. 2023 is when they kind of changed that drop frame suspension, started doing the residential fridges, all their stuff, but this model year just had everything we wanted in it, and we can't say enough about it. So again, KZ, there's still a market. There are still people like me out there that have older trucks that can't tow a lot of weight, and as these great RV companies are coming out with these amazing fifth wheels, but they're just absolutely massive, coming in at 15,000, 16,000 pounds, sometimes even more than that, that just ends up not pricing us out of the unit, but weighing us out of the unit. We can't keep up with that kind of stuff. So if you remember with your half-ton units, if we're looking for quality stuff that's just lightweight, we don't need extra frills. Again, this has 3 slides in it. It's got the closet in the bedroom, it's got the main dinette and living slide here, and the bunk room slide. That's enough. We don't need an additional slide in the kitchen. We don't need the kitchen island. We don't need all the other stuff that adds weight to a camper. Honestly, I love having a smoker out there, but I can't say I really needed the smoker. Not that that has a ton of weight, but you know, there are things out there that I am thrilled to have in this unit, and I love the fact they managed to keep it down there at that 11,750 pound weight limit. So thank you, KZ. Thank you, guys. I hope this helped you out. Again, I'm not a content creator. I've never done anything like this, so I hope the information was useful. I hope it really showed you what you needed to know, but really what this was all about was me trying to show somebody out there that might be looking for the exact same model unit by the time you look at this. Probably won't be new units out there, but you can find some used ones. you might be trying to figure out, is this used one right for me? Does it have the stuff my family needs? I hope in showing you this video, it shows you exactly what is in this unit and if that does meet your family's needs or not. Thanks a lot, guys. Again, this is Topher's take on the 2024 KZ Durango 291 BHT. Have a good one, guys. Hey guys, bonus tip. Wanted to show you one more thing about this unit that I know matters for a lot of folks, and that's access to the fridge with the slide in. So, if you pull over on the side of the road and need to get into this camper, you can absolutely access the fridge. No problems. You can't access the back bunk room, but you can access, again, getting into the kitchen here, and you can access going up to the master bedroom. Again, there's a closet slide in there, so it kind of limits your ability to walk around to the one side of the bed, but you can access the bed, and then truly, if you needed to, again, I mentioned if you have younger kiddos, the bunk room is nice for them to be able to sleep on, but that also means you can convert the dinette down into a sleeping spot, have two there, and then have somebody sleep on the couch as a third option. And you can actually sleep the same number of people without having to access the bunkhouse. So if you're en route somewhere, you just need to pull over and catch some Z's, you still have access to the primary components you would need access to, just with the exception of that rear bunk room. Hope that helps. Take care, guys.